Hello everyone, I'm making this video to make a quick review on some exciting piece of news that came out on the official website StarWarsTheRepublic.com, and it's the announcement of the next digital expansion. It's free, it's called Galactic StarFighter, and obviously that's what the super secret space project was all about. If you want to check it out, you can go to their website, you can see the trailer, it's pretty exciting. Obviously it confirms what we were speculating, that it's going to be off-rails space combat. By off-rails I mean one where you can move freely. I'm not sure how big this area will be where you can just fly around, but there will be such. And it will involve 12 versus 12 battles between the Republic and the Empire. Now obviously it may involve battle between Republic and Empire as training simulations, something like what we have in the war zones right now. Thinking back to our lore talks, I'm not sure how that will translate into the story. Will this mean that the next major story content is going to be the return of the all-out war between Republic and Empire? I don't know if this space combat thing is just some mindless space PvP or actually has something to do with the story. Either way, it will be fine, I guess. You can read what she says. There are new weapons, powers, abilities, ways to customize your starfighter and create your ultimate spaceship and so on and so forth. Going down the page, we see the specifics for subscribers, preferred status players and free players. Like I said in the beginning, it is free, but there is early access, and may I just say that it's one hell of an early access. I mean, look at that. Subscribers get access on December the 3rd, preferred status players on January the 14th, which is nearly a month and a half after the subscribers, and free players in the end get access 2 months after subscribers, which is February the 4th. Actually, it's written in a period. Subscribers, for example, are from December the 3rd until January the 13th, so that may mean, just like it was with the original game, those who were like the oldest subscribers or something will get in the beginning of this period, and those who subscribed later in January. Considering that the game had a week early game access and this expansion has 2 months, I can think of a couple of reasons. Maybe it's one of those, maybe it's the mix of them. One is obviously to make more people subscribe. You can see on the top, subscribers as of November 1st qualify for the following bonuses: an exclusive gunship daring paint jobs, which is basically customization, color customization for your ship, early gunship unlock, we're going to see what gunship is later, and subscriber early access rewards. Now obviously one of the reasons is probably to make more people subscribe to get all these things and the early access, the huge early access, and the other reason is probably technical. Maybe they're going to use new servers or new engine or something like that, and they don't want huge load all of a sudden. I don't know, we have to wait and see how all this will work. Moving down to the other things, other than the early access, we get more paint jobs, titles, suits, which are pretty much only complementary items. Obviously the preferred status players also get a suit, they get a title. Now the thing that is important and seems very relevant is at the very bottom of the subscriber bonus, which says maximum leveling and progression. That should mean that there will be leveling just like the leveling from 155, and only subscribers will be able to reach the maximum level, which I have no idea how it will play out. Will it be that important? Will it be not so important? Will non-subscribers be able to stand up to subscribers in a fight without that feature? I'm not sure, we'll have to wait and see, but it does raise a reason for concern. Moving further down the page, you see a reminder that reminds you that anything you purchase from the online store makes your preferred status player, and you see pictures of the suits that you're gonna take if you become a subscriber before the subscriber early access, or if you become preferred status player before the preferred early access, or if you have a Star Wars The Republic account before the free-to-play access. Wow, that sounds a little complicated, but it will become clearer in time. Another thing we can see are the starships. Well, the suits are shown here as well. Judging by the titles, they are Strike Fighter, the first ones, Scout, the second ones, the middle ones, and to the right, Gunship. If you remember the deal where you have to subscribe by the 1st of November, you will get early unlock on that last Starship and this daring paint job. If you ask me, the Republic one kind of looks the worst probably, but I don't know. I'm not sure how these ships will work, if you'll be able to switch between the three, or I don't know exactly, but probably you will be able to own all three ships and then pilot each one in battle, or maybe different types of battles for different ships. Who knows, we'll have to wait and see. But those are the ships, three types. Obviously there is room for updates, for painting, and a lot more customization. And in the end you can see the key features. Below that it says that they will be updating as time goes on, so obviously that's not going to be all there is. But currently it says the 12 versus 12 free flight space combat, like I mentioned. I guess by free flight it means off rails. There are multiple battle zones and gameplay modes. I'm very interested to see what those gameplay modes will be, because it will be the defining features of that whole space combat thing. It will be customization. They will be selling a lot of packs, I bet, on the cartel market with customizations and stuff. And you will be able to earn ground game rewards. That's all very cool. To be honest, I wasn't expecting that it will be a whole new expansion, even though the super, what was it called? The super secret space project was becoming very big and popular. Ultimately, my thoughts on that are that it's a very interesting addition, definitely. It's something they've been obviously planning for a long time, but it is very different from everything the game has to offer. There is the space combat, but this will be very different than the space combat, because the off-rails space combat will have much more possibilities for cooperative play, or for PvP, or for anything like that. I'm not sure how far they will go into implementing that space combat into the story and into the game. It can be both good or bad. It may be something that, if it's not done properly, something that people are not very interested in, because the game is already a story-driven MMORPG, which is something that, well, it goes along well, but there are some people who like MMO elements and don't care much for the story, and there are people who like story-driven RPGs and don't care much for MMO, like raids and stuff. And now they introduce this, which is like a third face of the game, and it's a challenging thing. But if they pull it out properly, it will be very refreshing. It will be something that many people will get into, I think, and they'll probably do it well. I really have faith. I haven't lost faith in them, even though they made mistakes, definitely, in the past. And that's all I have to say right now. The information is really not so much. I hope this video was helpful to someone who was wondering about this or that. For now, that's it. Stay tuned and be good.